It's the US State Department under the Biden administration's big charge against the Adani Group, one of India's biggest industrial conglomerates. Well, the group facing these charges, an indictment of bribery running into many millions of dollars, has released a statement on the charges made by the United States, calling them baseless and denied. The Adani Group has quoted the indictment and said they are ready to fight legally, ensuring they will follow all jurisdictions. Meanwhile, the Adani Group has importantly abandoned a $600 million US bond deal. Last week, Adani announced a multi-billion-dollar investment in the United States as he congratulated President-elect Donald Trump on his election victory on social media. US prosecutors have indicted Adani Group chairperson, his nephew Sagar Adani, and 6 others for allegedly bribing to the tune of $265 million to Indian government officials to secure solar power contracts with state electricity distribution companies. Here's the full story.
Adani Group shares fell up to 20% as trading opened Thursday on news of Gautam Adani and 7 others being indicted in the United States on charges of a $265 million bribery scheme and fraud. Among those charged is Gautam Adani's nephew Sagar Adani. According to authorities, Adani and the other defendants agreed to bribe Indian government officials to secure lucrative solar energy supply contracts. These contracts would have, according to authorities, yielded $2 billion of profit over 20 years, along with the development of India's largest solar power plant project. Prosecutors also said the Adanis and another executive at Adani Green Energy, former CEO Vineet Jain, raised more than $3 billion in loans and bonds by hiding their corruption from lenders and investors. The 54-page indictment alleges that Gautam Adani personally met with Indian officials to advance the illegal deal and secure the contracts. Prosecutors alleged that Adani and 2 executives conspired to misrepresent the company's anti-bribery and corruption practices to US investors and financial institutions to obtain financing. Adani and 7 other business executives, including 2 who worked at Adani Green Energy, the renewable energy firm, were charged in the scheme. Gautam Adani and Sagar Adani were charged with securities fraud and 2 counts of fraud conspiracies. The Securities and Exchange Commission also brought civil charges against the 2 defendants. According to the indictment, some conspirators referred privately to Gautam Adani with the code names Numero Uno and the Big Man, while Sagar Adani allegedly used a cell phone to track specifics about the bribes. According to court records, arrest warrants have been issued for Gautam and Sagar Adani, which will be handed to foreign law enforcement agencies. In a first statement by an Adani Group company, Adani Green Energy scrapped a $600 million bond issue. The statement said the United States Department of Justice and the United States Securities and Exchange Commission have issued a criminal indictment and brought a civil complaint respectively in the United States District Court for the Eastern District of New York against board members Gautam Adani, Sagar Adani and Vineet Jain. Because of this, its subsidiaries have decided not to proceed with the proposed dollar-denominated bond offerings. The charges come 22 months after Hindenburg Research's allegations against the group shaved off $150 billion from its market cap. Meanwhile, GQG Partners, led by Rajiv Jain, which invested heavily in the Adani Group after the Hindenburg crash, saw its stock tumble 20%. It holds 3.4% in Adani Enterprise, 4.1% in Adani Ports, 2.5% in Adani Transmission and 3.5% in Adani Green Energy. Bureau Report, Business Today TV.